Barstool Sports.
Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Friday, March 28th. We are live from Chicago. The studio is nice and clean, boys. We did a good job picking up.
Yeah.
So if I can say that, am I allowed to say that? Am I even
Feels good. Good for us.
even allowed to say that? We
There is a giant bear with a chastity belt on the ground.
yeah, we do have a giant teddy bear
And-
with a lock on its cock and balls.
You know what the weird part about that is, Evo?
Studio.
We didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know how it got there.
We just got here, and the bear had the chastity belt on his cock and
The
balls.
bear last night put it on himself.
I think
I don't know.
this bear is a very disciplined bear. The
Something.
bear's going to be a problem. He takes up a lot of
We got a
space.
sex addiction or something?
So he's sex bear?
Something to think about. We are brought to you by Jägermeister, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, 56 botanicals. If you forget how many degrees Fahrenheit should be in your shot of Jägermeister, count up the timeouts that John Calipari called in the final seconds of the game last night. It is 0 degrees Fahrenheit to be exact. Wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar or maybe doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff, call the shots. Cheers with frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur, 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S. White Plains, New York. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the neon. Is that? I guess it's not technically neon, but
It is, though, right?
Is
I
it
think
neon?
that one literally is neon. The one
That one's
behind
neon?
them is not.
That's not neon.
Look, I could
That's
do this
actually
too.
neon.
I could dim it.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know if we could implement this into the show somehow, like fucking ring the bell, light the beam.
Yeah, light the beam. I like that.
Damn,
every
that's
time
cold.
every time we win a show, we'll light the beam.
What sound effect would go with that though? Like, what do we even do if that lit up?
Why don't you try?
Yeah, you make one right now.
Wow!
Why is everything
Just
a,
like,
a Mario noise?
Honestly, sometimes
TJ, can you do the Mario noise real quick?
There we go.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, I was trying to get TJ to do it, not me.
Oh, I see.
I was trying to.
You didn't try very hard to
Trying
get TJ to do
You're
it.
throwing the alley-oop.
Yeah, I thought somebody was then going to take it and be like, "Oh, TJ, what would it sound like?"
You went to throw an oop, and it just ended up in the fourth.
And then I caught myself and I was like, "Oh fuck, I guess I'm trying to do it now." And now I'm off to a bad start.
Boys.
0 for 1. 0 for 1.
Damn.
Your wall looks good.
No, it really does. TJ
Well, it
did a
does.
phenomenal job putting up the baby heist, the baby
Good
plane.
looking wall over there,
Yeah,
boys.
well,
It's framed well. I don't know if we want to put this in a proper frame though.
The family.
Yeah, like can we get that matted and put in an actual frame?
Probably could, but it looks fine as
does
it
look
is right
fine.
now.
We need to
Got
find a
the-
functional spot for the helmet.
The Bluntman's up there.
Yeah.
The drawings there.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The
There
Magic
is.
Johnson. I don't know if that's permanent. That doesn't really have anything to do with us.
No, it doesn't.
No, but it is Magic Johnson.
It is Magic Johnson.
And if you sit and think about it, that's kind of funny.
And then what else is around? I put some stuff behind Mark. I took some liberties.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, there's my Dabo.
Dabo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
No,
some.
I think it's Mark's Dabo now.
I got some
I
bobbleheads
got-
over here.
I put my John Rahm golf ball right here.
Wow.
It's a fucking golf ball signed by
Good
John
job.
Rahm. Adam Morrison card signed by John Rahm.
Mm-hmm.
Casa Bonita shot glass. I got Hoggish Greedley and you can't really see him as much. I need to fix that. And Captain Planet up there.
Brandon,
Yeah, we're
got-
tweaking with
got his
stuff.
bobbleheads.
I got bobbleheads up here. I have a Roger Maris bobblehead behind me. I have the Ludicrous bobblehead that I haven't taken out yet. And then I need to figure out my picture spaces
Yeah.
over here. I don't really like
Do
my
some
picture
spring
spaces.
cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do some spring cleaning once the madness ends. But in the meantime, what do you want to talk about, Brandon?
I imagine getting coached by John Calipari is like an addictive drug. Okay, you get addicted to the moments that are fleeting, where you look like the best team in the country. Arkansas had it last weekend when they beat St. John's. You get addicted to the roster building and addicted to the recruiting class. I saw after the game last night, even some Arkansas message boards were like, "This sucks, but we're going to be loaded
Future's
next
bright.
year."
Future's bright. We're going to be able to get whoever
Look at his
we want.
recruiting
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
You get addicted to the feelings that he brings you, and then the moments you're up 16 in a Sweet 16 game. But most drugs have side effects, and the side effects of being coached by John Calipari are the drug gives you the feeling of being a great basketball team, but ultimately the come down is going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
And this is going to happen every single March, and it is without fail at this point. It is without it is almost, you can set your watch to it. He is going to fail in the last moments of a close March Madness game.
Yeah.
And he did it last night, and this might have been his Sistine Chapel. This might have been his masterpiece.
His magnum opus.
Up 16 with 10 minutes to go, cruising.
Yeah.
And just a litany of not calling timeouts, letting his players take bad shots, having the wrong players in the wrong spots.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Taking the air out of the ball.
Taking the air out of the ball, just doing everything he could to even the playing field with the other team so that team could come back and win. Now, I'm not saying Texas Tech didn't do a phenomenal job of coming back. That's a good basketball team, and they did what they did. But it doesn't happen unless a true fucking idiot in an empty suit is standing over there for Arkansas. Arkansas fans are getting through it, but they should be fucking livid right now.
Yeah, but they're new to this. They're new to this experience. So this is what Kentucky fans dealt with, obviously, for forever, and it got to a point where the last 7 to 10 minutes of that game overshadowed the first 30 minutes of the game, like for Kentucky fans, where the first 30 minutes of that game, Arkansas was making shots.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really do that very often. They have athletes that can put their head down and get to the rim and drive and kick, and that's been a staple of John Calipari offense for decades. But Arkansas has not been able to shoot the basketball this season, and they were hitting everything. They were like 7 for 14, I think, to start the game from three. I think at halftime or something like that. And when Arkansas is making threes, they look like they could beat anybody because they have such long arms and so many athletes, and that they're bringing off the bench even, play great defense. All of it was like, this is why we hired this guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly why. We have a caliber of athlete. We've had some good teams in the past. Eric Musselman had some good teams.
Yeah.
But John Calipari is bringing in some caliber of athletes that we have not seen here, and he's going to continue to do this. This is why we fucking hired this guy, Brent. This is why we did it.
Yeah.
And we had an up and down season. We had guys who were banged up throughout the year, but March got here. We're at a 10 seed where nobody expected us to go anywhere, and we beat St. John's. We beat Kansas. We beat St. John's. Now look at us.
Yeah.
We're up 16.
Yeah.
And we're going to the motherfucking Elite Eight. This is why we hired this guy.
Yeah.
And then it all fell apart. And that's and eventually, like, Kentucky fans for I don't know, it took a while, but eventually they got to the point where, like,
too long.
They stopped like buying into the first 30-ish minutes of that game, and they know that what happened at the end was always coming. Now, I'm not here to tell you that I saw this coming, because for all the shit we talk about Calipari, and it's justified. This was the first time in his career. I saw the graphic they put up during the game. First time that he's ever been up 6 or more at halftime and lost in March Madness.
Really?
35-0 in NCAA tournament games where he had a 6-point lead or more in a NCAA tournament game. And obviously he's 35-1 now. So even as likely as it feels like this would happen, because this is kind of how it always seems to go with him. The circumstances were something we've never really seen before. This was his masterpiece. This was the absolute masterpiece. But I will say, the one thing I will I don't know if defend him is the right word, but like as we're picking nits and piling on, I guess is a better way to phrase it. The not fouling up 3, I don't have a problem with that. And I didn't even, we did a live show last night right after the game. It didn't even cross my mind to discuss it. But then I saw a lot of stuff this morning, people talking about should Arkansas have fouled Texas Tech up 3 at the end of regulation.
Yeah.
Darian Williams hits the 3 to eventually send it to overtime. I didn't even think that was. There was like 11 seconds left.
So to me,
shot to shot. Like I thought that was like an insane conversation to be had. So I don't know if people are just piling on Cal, but like you don't foul up 3 when there's 11 seconds, right?
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of the foul of 3 discussion is you kind of want it to happen. You want it to play out, and sometimes you don't want to see it. But then when it doesn't happen and they hit a tying 3, people will stretch it out and say, well, they should have done it. There was 37 seconds left.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think you do it till within like 6 seconds.
Yeah, I
seconds.
agree with that. There's more than 10
when they're getting so desperate they have to have a shot.
Yeah.
Then I think that's when you do it, because that's when that's when you can, if they shorten the game and you go to the free throw, well, if I make the free throws, they now have 4 seconds to move it up the court as opposed to having 11 seconds. So anyway, a guy also just hit a very tough shot.
Yeah,
the three he hit was a tough shot. They defended that possession well. Like the first guy forced the pass, the second guy forced a tough shot. He made it, whatever. But then letting DJ Wagner take the last shot of both.
No timeout was crazy.
Both regulation and overtime. DJ Wagner took the last shot. Right? Like they had a guy who had 30 points.
Yeah.
They had a guy who had 30 points, and this former 5-star that the Cal has just hitched his wagon to decided I'm the hero and I'm going to shoot this ball and barely got a shot off at the end.
I don't mind not calling timeout in a vacuum. Like I don't think that a coach in that situation. It's Darian Williams hits the layup at the. I'm talking about the end of overtime now, the end of the game, and Arkansas is pushing it back down 2, and it becomes clear that Cal's not going to call a timeout. And in general, I think that. That's a feel thing for like a coach. Like some coaches do. Like Roy Williams is always that way. Wouldn't call a timeout. Trust your guys. Let them make a play. Other coaches want to draw something up. I don't think there's a set answer for that situation, except for Brandon when your point guard gets stuck and very obviously has no plan whatsoever, and there's 7 seconds left, and he's dribbling around aimlessly. You gotta immediately call timeout. And Cal said as much, but. I thought that was crazy. I think you let DJ Wagner put his head down. If he can get to the rim or draw a defender and kick it out,
right? Like
you let that develop. But the second he gets stopped and then he's like, trying to mix timeout right away. And you got 3 seconds left. Draw something up and get a good clean look. And he didn't do that, and we're going to shit on him for it. And we're going to point and laugh.
Not to shift gears at all, because that game was the game of the night and one of the games of the tournament. But when they crafted the bracket, I think 1 seed Duke and 2 seed Alabama is about as perfect a scenario for an Elite Eight as I can remember. I think Alabama is a team that plays. I mean, are they just an NBA team with slightly less talent?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because they're the Celtics. They're just going to throw up as many threes as they can, and when they're hitting, it is breathtaking, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did last night. And Duke is breathtaking in their own right. They're going to go up and down. That might be a 115-113 game on Saturday.
It could be. I mean, these two offenses. If Alabama shoots like that, obviously, I actually push back. If Alabama shoots like that, they're one of the better teams in the country. Obviously. What's interesting is they're not that good of shooters.
Yeah.
Like last night they got really fucking hot, but this team has been up and down shooting the three. They're just going to put them up one way or another. But Duke runs more like traditional basketball offense, and it is beautiful. Like you said, breathtaking to watch. Duke is like Arizona made a game of it late, and in the first half it was tied up until the very last minute, I think, and then Duke made a couple plays and was up 6 going into half. But Duke was getting just anything they wanted offensively and just gets wide open shot after wide open shot, whereas Alabama is just bombing threes, and it's a fascinating matchup because I think when these two offenses are on, they are the two best offenses in the country. There are other good offenses that Auburn and Florida fans are pushing back and saying, "What about us?"
Yeah.
I think you would admit when Alabama's making 25 threes. And when Duke, I don't even think Duke, I think Duke literally just has the best offense in the country. But when Alabama's making 25 threes, they're up there as well. But it's going to be fascinating because they do go about it two very, very different ways. And Duke is the more traditional, like if you've been watching basketball for decades and decades, you watch Duke play and you're like, yeah, that makes sense in my brain. Alabama is the one that's like, I can't tell if this is gimmicky as fuck, or if this is like cutting edge. This is how everybody's going to play in 20 years.
Well, they certainly take more shots that you would, as soon as it leaves his hands, you're like, that's a bad shot. Why do you do that? Why do you shoot a 32-footer with 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and then 2 of the 3 times he makes it? Sears if Sears is going well, I figure everybody has the green light, and if Sears is struggling, I feel like everybody struggles.
He makes them go. Yeah. He was 1 for 9 from the 3-point line in the combined 2 games that they played going into this one in the NCAA tournament. He was 1 for 9 from the 3-point line. Last night he hit 10 threes.
These teams with guards who can light it up like that, and Duke has one, right, Proctor? These teams with guards like that just have such a higher ceiling. Florida with Walter Clayton. Sears, when they get the that swagger to them, when they get that everything I throw up is going in, I feel like the entire team feeds off of it. Florida certainly does off of Clayton.
Bama, did you see that stat that Bama could have missed every single 2-point field goal they attempted and still won the game? They were playing a Sweet 16 game. They gave up 88 points.
How many did they?
They were in the Sweet 16. They gave up 88 points, and had they not made a single 2-point field goal, they still would have won the game.
So you said they hit 25 threes, so that's 75 plus the free throws?
And then, I forget how many free throws they hit, like 18 or something. 18 free throws, and how many free throws?
It is a game changer. If somebody's going to be shooting, and I don't know how many they shot, but if they're going to shoot 50 threes, they're going to make 25 of them.
18
to 21.
18 to 21.
So that's 75 points off threes, but that does change everything about how you defend. Now you're defending 25 feet as opposed to 19 feet. And for somebody like BYU who's an athletic disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, BYU doesn't guard the three well, and I think BYU's strategy going into the game is like, we're going to let them take 35-footers, and we're going to dare them to make them. And then Mark Sear said, I accept your dare. Watch this. And he said it 10 times.
Is 2008 still the only year where all 4 number 1 seeds?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So we have Duke versus Bama. We have Florida versus Texas Tech. So that's 2 number 1 seeds with a chance to get it. And we still have Houston tonight, and we still have Auburn
Michigan,
tonight.
Yeah. I think Houston rolls. I think Purdue has the home court advantage or whatever is what people are saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me the percent chance all 4 number 1 seeds are there in San Antonio.
Well, I mean, I'd say like 60, honestly.
60?
I'd say 60.
I was going to go like 75.
Yeah. Like I think Duke matches up great with Alabama. I think Duke defensively has the perfect pieces to guard Alabama, and I'm gonna make a bold prediction right here. Alabama will not make 25 threes against Duke.
Wow.
I guarantee that.
Wow.
I guarantee that. And if they do,
what if they do?
I will eat a crow on this show.
An actual crow.
I will eat an actual crow. I will have Donnie cook a crow, and I will eat it. If Alabama.
Can we get crows?
I don't know. How do you
get a crow? Do you just have to kill it?
Crow.
Are crows real smart?
They're really fucking smart.
I think crows are crows can do puzzles.
Yeah, they can.
Which, how did they figure that out? Like, you don't hear a lot of smart birds.
Yeah.
Although some birds can talk.
In Harry Potter, they tie messages to their feet and send them across the galaxy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just
and they pass. Yeah.
That's how they warned of the Death Star.
Yeah, and it's generally not for like important messages. It's just like running a little behind.
Mm-hmm.
I got a shit when I get there. Balls in the air by 8:15, like shit like that.
Doesn't the bird project a hologram? And that's how
right.
Leia found out that Obi-Wan Kenobi was Luke's father.
Yeah. But that's what crows can do for you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I will have to kill one and eat one if Alabama makes 25 threes against Duke.
I will
have to do
what's
it.
more unlikely, you killing one or you eating one? I guess
that's a good point.
If it's already dead, you could figure out how to eat it. You killing it would be.
I'm trying to figure out how I would go about killing it. I don't own.
How would you go about finding one?
I don't own a firearm. So yeah, I'd have to just grab it with my bare hands.
I think
and snap its neck.
I think you'd have to outsource. You'd have to outsource the killing of the crow.
Yeah.
And you're also going to have to outsource the cooking of the crow. So it's kind of going to be the whole. We're going to have to put terror.
Can I outsource the eating of the crow?
No, you can't do that.
It's a regulated crow hunting season.
Really?
January to April and August to December.
Oh, we're right in it.
Oh, we're in the middle of crow.
We're in the middle of crow season.
Fridays,
hunt a crow.
Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays only.
If Alabama makes 25 threes against Duke, I will do exactly that. I will go hunt a crow, and I will eat it. This Kevin Willard situation, something, huh? This Kevin Willard. You seeing this? You hearing about this, folks?
Yeah.
You folks seeing this? Go ahead, Brandon.
At what point is your job good enough? Meaning, Villanova, I'm sure it's a fine institution. I'm sure it's a fine institution. They won 2 national titles, but that felt a lot like Jay Wright winning 2 national titles, as opposed to Villanova showing that, this is who we are.
Yeah.
Maryland's a hell of a job. It used to be a really good job. Gary Williams was there forever, right? Maryland, Villanova. Like if Villanova's like out of a scale of 100, a 93. Maryland's like a 91, 90.
I think it's right there.
It's right there, right?
I think it might be. I think you could argue it might be better because it's in the Big Ten, and the way I see the landscape of college sports, like Big Ten and SEC seems to be
the
where all the
future.
money's flowing. So, like, yeah, you might want to stay in those life rafts.
I would think so.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to shit on Villanova job. Villanova is a very good job. I just think, at what point is your job good enough? Like, at what point do you batten down your hatches and say, all right, for the next 5, 10, however many years they'll have me, I'm going to make this school as good as I can possibly fucking make them. Because that's not happening right here. It's so weird. The business of college sports is threatening to eat the actual competition of college sports.
Yes.
It seems like this March Madness has been filled with a lot more drama of who's going where and who's doing what, as opposed to, that was a Sweet 16 game last night, and nobody gave a fuck about the game.
The Maryland fans booed. Did you see that video?
They booed Kevin Willard?
The Maryland fans, as they were leaving the hotel, the send-off for the team, they booed their head coach.
Yeah, but do you blame them? I mean,
no, I don't. But I'm saying, like, that's insane though to see that, to see a team going in their first Sweet 16 in a decade, their second Sweet 16 in since they won the title, or it's 03 or whatever, 22 years.
Yeah.
This is it's a proud program, but they haven't been here in a little while. This should be like a huge deal for them.
It's one guy, right? It's one.
And then the band plays over him.
Booing when you're just one guy sounds really stupid.
That's funny.
Boo.
But yeah, you're booing the coach as he's about to coach us, and nobody blames him.
Well, I mean, it's not coaches.
What a dipshit. And also, go ahead, but Kevin Willard sucks. He's not that good of a coach.
That's what I was thinking.
He's fucking insane. Like,
I was thinking we're kind of doing this over Kevin Willard.
Kevin Willard of all people?
Yeah.
Kevin Willard?
How long has he been at Maryland?
He's been
3 years.
3 years.
He's been coaching for like 20 years, hasn't he? And he's done nothing.
Seton Hall, correct?
He's done nothing.
Yeah.
If I was a Villanova fan, I'd be like,
I think he's underwhelming for Villanova. I agree with that too.
He hasn't accomplished all that much. One. Secondly, the circumstances with which he's taking this job suggest that the moral character is a little shaky, and especially that you call that into question when it's a program built on the back of Jay Wright, who's a fucking saint and very handsome and very fuckable. And again, those things.
Why was that? Why did you throw those two in?
Would you disagree with that?
I can't really disagree with his handsomeness or his fuckability. I just felt like we weren't really talking about.
It wasn't relevant to the point.
It didn't feel relevant to the point.
I got carried away there. I got carried away. I was doing a brain dump of bullet points.
Just getting everything out that you knew about
Jay
it.
Wright. I picture the bullet points. Great dude, very fuckable. Those are my bullet points for Jay Wright, and wins ball games. Kevin Willard's a fine coach. Maryland had a good team this year. And
You're Villanova, though. Do you go out looking for fine coaches? Do you go out looking for, he's pretty good. He's okay. He's all right. Do you go out looking for that?
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna jump from one job to another in this circumstance where you're going into a Sweet 16 game, you're not really hiding that, like, this is where this is what I got going on. Is like, I have 1.5 feet out the door and I'm gonna take this other job. You better be a coach that's done some shit, that's been to Final Fours, that's won championships here and there, and Kevin Willard's just kind of a guy to me.
Is he out the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is, right?
My understanding is that there are different buyout clauses that start April 1st that would significantly impact when they hire him. So they're going to wait till
posh.
April 1st.
What are we doing? Just go ahead and quit dancing around. Just do it. Do what NC State did. NC State announced Will Wade like what, an hour after he got beat? Like 2 hours? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even know if he went back to McNeese. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I actually don't know what town McNeese is in.
Lake Charles,
Lake
Louisiana.
Charles.
Oh wow, it's in Texas basically. Okay.
We've been there.
We have.
Right?
Were you there on that trip?
Yeah, I went down the lazy river.
Yeah.
Lake Charles, yeah.
It was during Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
That's right.
Right.
Indeed.
That was
good steak at their little steakhouse there.
Love Angel Reese.
Yeah.
that was
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Did you guys
Can I say something? Sorry, this is relevant to you and you will like this.
Okay.
Maybe not, because it does sexualize somebody. Are you down to sexualize today on a Friday? Okay. We were sitting there on the back row last night of the gambling cave because apparently if you work up until the time the game starts, your seat will get taken by everybody else. Anyway, I was sitting on the back row of the gambling cave, me and Kadick, the boy from Indiana that Dave hired.
Yeah.
So somebody says the word Angel Reese, and he goes, let me tell you something. Would.
Mm.
And in my mind, I'm like, well, not in my mind, I said it. I was like, no fucking shit. Like, she's You can have whatever opinion about her basketball or the way she acts or whatever. Yeah, like she's objectively a beautiful. She's fine as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to say would for Angel Reese.
Got way too loose with the term would.
I don't think you have to say would.
You do not have to
I think that is absolutely
Respectfully, I'd knock it out of the park.
right. I just that's not a would situation. That's all. You agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
you like
you
You
wouldn't.
No.
That's crazy to be the
Guys.
top Angel Reese fan, and you
Guys.
wouldn't.
Would you?
Now this is where we yeah. I would. This is where we cross a line where it's like, am I a fan of the person?
I asked if you were.
or do I just want to have
Mark,
sex?
did I ask him before we started if he wanted to sexualize her? Did I ask him that?
That's what always happens when we talk
This
about.
is where I ask myself, am I a fan of this person, or do I just want to have sex with them?
No. But I'm saying I am a fan, but at the same time,
Do you do that with all your pop stars? Do you stop and think, am I also a fan, or do I just want to fuck them?
Oh.
no. I always start out as I am a fan, but then if people ask me like, oh, well, you just want to. Well, yes, like I would, but at the same time, I actually like them for their talent, and Angel Reese has so much talent. Double queen.
Well, while we're on you just going foundational on Friday?
What's going on?
Not really. I've worn. I haven't
Okay,
worn.
get the-
Scroll out. Pull out. What is?
The shoes alone.
Are there any socks on your
Doing
feet?
no shoes,
There are.
socks?
No. I'm in a weird spot right now. My feet are so smelly.
What?
I'm wearing out all of my shoes. My shoes reek. And so
why don't you just wash your feet?
I am. I wash them
And that
every single
doesn't
day.
fix anything?
I wash them every single day. Yesterday, long day at the office. I was wearing my Nikes around, walking around all day. I come home, they reek, and I don't know what to do. So these were the one pair of shoes while I was rushing around this morning. I was like, okay, these don't really like smell all that bad, and I had to then cater the rest of the outfit to these shoes.
You want some advice that's gonna sound real fucking dumb, but that's unironically good advice?
What?
Put your shoes in the freezer.
What?
I like that
It
a
like
lot.
kills the bacteria or
Yeah.
something that makes the smell.
Yeah.
They say
I
that-
found success with that.
They say that about jeans, not necessarily for killing the smell, but you should never wash jeans. You should put
Yeah.
them in the freezer.
Denim.
We might have
Real.
talked about that.
There's denim heads out there that are
Yeah.
crazy about denim.
Crazy about denim.
Yeah.
But I'll put my shoes in the freezer. Thank you very much, Ebo.
It is a little warm for this fit, but I think you're getting in it.
Well, that was also the thing.
76 degrees today.
Yeah.
I didn't check the weather. I was rushing around this morning. I overslept, and then I was like, fuck it. It's still like March, I guess, in Chicago. It won't be that warm. And then I looked out the window, and I was like, oh, it's actually pretty sunny. And then I walked outside, and I was like, oh, no, I'm going to sweat my ass off.
Your boy's wearing shorts.
It's gonna be 77 today.
Mm-hmm.
My boy? Oh, you. Okay.
And he's rocking a new shirt.
You're
too.
playing pickleball.
Huh?
You're playing.
No pickleball today.
Sure.
No
Nitro's
pickleball.
out.
It's a shirt.
Nitro.
Nitro's out.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
Milli Vanilli.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nitro were
You know it's
chilling
true.
here late last night. You like Milli Vanilli?
I did. I very much did like Milli Vanilli.
Okay.
Do you know who they are?
Heard.
Girl, you know it's true.
Hey, all right.
Got in trouble, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, they didn't sing their song.
Yeah.
I have another announcement before we go any further, and then you can do that. So after we cleaned up everything last night,
Yeah.
I had to clean. It took me a good hour and a half to clean up my station here, and then I looked down, and under here,
Underwear. Oh, fuck.
Bruh. Brandon.
God damn it.
Yeah, there were more.
Motherfucker.
He got me so good.
What the hell, dude?
there were seven packages. Is that 7? No, that's 8. 8 packages that were just hidden under my desk last night. So we didn't get to. So
Guess we'll be opening those.
did every single MLB team open yesterday? Because if they didn't, today's their opening day, and we will have to have an extended opening day at the end of this show.
Might just have to save it for next year.
This one has
might-
food in it, I think.
We might just have to keep all 7 of them off to the side for next year.
Did the Rays play yesterday?
I don't know.
Just
I
check the
don't-
standings. See if any.
The Rays and Rockies, I don't believe have opened yet.
All right, opening day.
Opening day,
opening day,
Rockies,
part
Rockies.
two.
Yeah, opening day.
This is like an ass opening day, but
Ass opening day?
It's a wall roll.
Whoa.
We're gonna do.
Whoa. Huh?
We're gonna open the.
Game time. The best part of college basketball is here, and we know you're as excited as we are to watch some big upsets throughout the tournament. While we're streaming in the cave, you can get out and see the action in person with Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find great deals on the seats you want. You can even find last-minute tickets for the tournament for up to 60% off quickly and easily. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Pick setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you. On your Game Time app homepage, they've got great curated deals for all tiers of tickets, and you know you're getting the top option when you see the super deal icon. What are you waiting for? There are only 11 NCAA tournament games left. There are only 11 left. You got to get out and see them. You gotta get out and see this NCAA tournament, folks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MOSTLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code MOSTLY, MOSTLY, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Now, I know all the focus has been on the college basketball tournament, as it always is in March. I feel like the NBA has had more madness than college basketball recently.
Really?
Did you see the finish? I know you were in the cave.
Oh, Giddey hit a half quarter?
No, not just that. So I think the Lakers were up 4. The Lakers were up 4 with about 16 seconds left. Giddey hits a 3 and cuts it to a no.
They're up 5.
They were up 5, yeah.
115, 110.
It was 115, 110. Giddey hits a 3 with about 15 seconds left, cuts it to 2. LeBron grabs the ball, wants to quickly inbounds it. Just kind of gets lazy with it. Giddey steals it, hits a Kobe White. They immediately take they there it is.
Okay.
So that predated. They had 6 points in about 9 seconds to take a 1-point lead. LeBron with the turnover there. They do that. The Lakers come down. They hit a shot.
Austin Reeves
hits the layup, and they go back up 3.3 seconds. No timeouts. Giddey throws the ball in bounds, gets it back, and then bam, half quarter for the win. Fucking amazing finish.
What a turn of events.
But the Bulls are like.
What a turn of events.
Lucky? Good.
Good?
The Bulls have been good lately. The Lakers have been good. Ever since, like, the NBA had that All-Star game where we all said the NBA fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA has been awesome.
It's been good.
The Warriors have been good. The Lakers have been good. The Lakers had
Not everybody can be good.
The Lakers had a buzzer beater the other night. LeBron James, we didn't talk about it enough, but he had a tip in at the buzzer just the night before that, and then last night this shot. The NBA has been
everybody's good.
Fucking exciting.
Everybody
who needs to be good is good.
Everybody's winning.
The Pacers scored 162 points.
There's more good.
That's too many.
Presenting teams right now because the bottom of the league is ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
Not just
double ass.
And double ass?
Double cheeked up ass.
162 is just too many points for a basketball game.
They stopped running up the score. They took their foot off the gas.
Like that's
well, they were playing basketball. They weren't driving cars.
That's true.
They're the Pacers.
Was that again though? That's just the name of the.
I guess that
basketball
makes sense why they took their foot off the gas then.
Yeah, because you don't want the Pacer to be the Pacer eventually has to get off the track.
Yeah. Lakers lost this game.
Yeah.
Yes, they lost that game.
And
wow.
As a bronze-sexual myself, I will always hype him up, but this you have to acknowledge a terrible end to the game.
Terrible pass, and then
pass,
and then he was the one closest to Giddey on the.
Yeah, which you're not going to be able to.
You can't foul him,
but being the one right in front of his face, and he's in the still shot of Giddey holding the follow through, and then you see James 23 right in front of him.
Yeah,
it was really bad.
But the pass that
really
led to the turnover was very un-LeBron James like. It was you could see he rushes to the ball, he wants to get it in, and then he just kind of lazily just throws it out there. Giddey steals it, but Giddey's like a dude all of a sudden. Giddey's last 10 games has been awesome.
No, the Bulls are on a hot streak. It's the thing I think a lot of Bulls fans struggle with is now, like, they are going to be, at least in the play-in, they might be a playoff team.
Yeah.
They're going to be very close to around 500 for the year, and they're not going to be in a position to
You're in purgatory.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
it's where the Pacers live.
Yeah, I think a lot of, like, the ownership in Chicago is like, hey, that's fine, though. Like, hey, we're a playoff team. Like, hey, we're – but they're never actually, like, really transforming – franchise. I don't know.
That's every single year of Indiana Pacers basketball I can ever remember. It was good enough to make the playoffs and win some games, but They're not going to win the championship. They're also not going to get a high draft pick.
Yeah.
That's the worst spot to be in, right?
But the Bulls at least are
you got to
very, very
bottom
fun
out.
to
That's
watch
what they
right
say.
now.
But then at the same time, the franchises that keep bottoming out, they
don't get any better.
They never get better either.
Yeah, except for the Pistons now. The Pistons finally have turned the corner a little bit.
Yeah.
But they weren't, like, historically a franchise that was like, let's just keep bottoming out.
No, but over the last
had
10, 15
they've
years.
been bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, like, part of their DNA like it is.
Like the Kings and the Clippers.
Wizards and the fucking Hornets and the Sixers.
Yeah, Sixers.
Josh Giddey's 5th triple-double in the season is 2nd most franchise for the Bulls all time.
Wow.
And Scotty?
Jordan.
Say
Michael
that again?
Jordan.
His what?
5th triple-double this season, 2nd most in franchise history.
I kind of wanted to. That stat sounded a little convoluted, but then I looked at the sheet. This sounds like one of those stats, like from a sports movie. Like he leads the league in batting average in games played at night west of the Mississippi in a certain time zone. But I guess Cooper Flagg, the second player with at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks in a tournament game since blocks became official in 1986. The only other player to do it was UCLA's Ed O'Bannon in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's too wordy for what he actually did.
Cooper
Flagg was awesome.
It's a way of saying Cooper Flagg does literally everything.
Yeah.
And he's really fucking good at it all. And he should be a high school senior right now. That's terrifying to think about. He could be playing high school basketball.
Born in December
He
2006.
could just be playing high school basketball
He's
right
maybe the greatest college freshman. Oh, you can argue he's having the greatest college freshman season ever, and he's a high school senior.
I've argued it fairly often. I think they got to win the title for it to come to fruition. But he's the most complete college freshman that I've ever seen, and he continues to get better every single time he steps on a court. It's crazy.
I'm about to fuck your world up.
Fuck my world up.
You ready? Better college freshman.
Yeah.
Cooper Flagg or Ohio State super phenom Jeremiah Smith?
It's Cooper Flagg because he does everything. Jeremiah Smith just plays wide receiver.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
He could do everything.
You know what I mean?
He could do everything.
Okay.
Okay. But here's the way to answer that. If Cooper Flagg changed sports to football.
And Jeremiah Smith played basketball?
Yeah. You got to think
Jeremiah
Smith
that's a discussion.
That's irrelevant.
Could Duke still win the national title with Jeremiah Smith?
Could Ohio State still win the national title with Cooper Flagg?
Yeah. I think Cooper Flagg would find a way. I fucking love this kid. I love him so much. He's so good. And yeah, he's rising to the occasion in the NCAA tournament. I think this was like Duke didn't play that tough of a schedule, and Duke did like monster ratings throughout the college basketball season, but I think that's just Duke fans watching, so I don't know how much it's like seeping over to the Brandon Walkers of the world, you know? I don't know how locked in you were.
Not all that much.
Flagg. Yeah.
No. I wasn't as locked in as I probably thought I would be going in.
Yeah. And that's it. And I'll just say, you missed out.
Yeah.
He's fucking unbelievable.
The lobs he had last night, the buzzer beater to end the first half.
Yeah.
He's just
I mean this seriously, no hyperbole. If I was doing I may have said it on this show before. I don't know. I feel like I live my life on air and I forget where I say things. So apologies if I've already said this to all of you. If you're doing a draft where basketball worked like football and you have offense and you have defense, and we're drafting specifically for offense, and then we're going to do a different draft later where we draft specifically for defense, I would take Cooper Flagg first overall of all the basketball players in college right now. I would take him first overall for offense. I would also take him first overall for defense.
Wow.
I think he's the best offensive player in the country. I think he's also the best defensive player in the country. And what makes that very funny is that he's not going to win every National Player of the Year award. They're going to give it to the 25-year-old who has a baby hook, and that's what's going to happen.
If he completely flamed out, like let's say he doesn't develop the jump shot that he needs to be a offensive scorer in the NBA. His help side defense, like coming to collapse on drives, is insane. Like he's like one of the best help defenders. Like on ball, he's long and athletic. Like he could make a 15-year career in the NBA just on his defense.
His floor is a 15-year starter in the league and like the third best player on a playoff team. That's the floor. The ceiling is where it gets dicey because I think some people project him to be a generational type guy that can carry to an NBA championship. Others are a little concerned about how much offensive creativity he has, and like you said, the shooting. You assume it's going to develop, but will he just be able to like off the dribble rise and fire with the hand in his face? We don't know yet, really. But at the very least, he's going to be a starter in the league for a long time for good teams and be very, very important and be one of the better defenders in the league. He's probably not going to win Defensive Player of the Year because he's going to be playing the same time as Wemby, but he could. I don't know. He's so fucking good. He can guard every position. It's incredible. He's having an incredible freshman season, and Duke, and he's not the only good player out there. Like they're completely stacked. That's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game.
Let me tell you about DraftKings real quick. When it comes to college basketball and March Mania, one thing is for sure. Nothing is for sure. Upsets, buzzer beaters, Cinderella's advancing, top seeds going home early. Bet the unexpected every upset every day with DraftKings Sportsbook. Everyone's sweating it out except for you. DraftKings is offering all customers a no-sweat parlay every single day. How does it work? Opt in and place a bet on any eligible parlay. If your bet doesn't hit, you'll get a bonus bet back in the amount of your original bet. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FAMILY. That's code FAMILY to get a no-sweat parlay every single day. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Can I say something college basketball related?
No.
Did you see the Dairy Queen ad that I sent?
Oh,
Yeah. He finally got the Dairy Queen.
One of the
And
worst ads I've ever
I didn't
seen.
actually watch the ad. I just saw the news that he got.
It's
He's signing
imagine
an NIL deal.
in your mind a Dairy Queen ad that was made for less than $0.
All right.
From one iconic finish to another. We see you, Dairy Queen.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
What?
No, Connor, you did this in your AV club in high school. You did this ad.
maybe middle school.
So awesome.
And I love Dairy Queen.
They don't.
But that was a weird ad.
They should. Why even put that out? Like, just have him film a selfie video and be like, "What's up? It's Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I love Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Go check it out.
Yeah,
like,
get you a Blizzard.
just do that. How was that?
No, this is better.
It's so good.
I need Connor to.
How did it
that.
take them so long to sign him for this? By the way,
DQ.
he was a 5-star
tastes
recruit.
good.
He was
Tastes good.
Played
he's-
Montvert.
his very first game in college. He had 20 and 20. Like,
And
you
we
should, like,
immediately
yeah,
said-
and I immediately I was I've been on him from the start. Just
Yeah.
like how was Dairy Queen not?
It's so good. Such a good ad.
From one iconic finish to another.
My
It
favorite.
does sound like something you would voice over. Like seems like something we would do.
Can we make that commercial today with
Well,
like Jägermeister?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, we could do that for you.
Yeah,
guys,
we
for
should
sure.
do that today.
It works with the shot. Yeah, from
Yeah.
one iconic shot,
Shot
to another.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite part about that is they obviously can't show the shot because of licensing, and then they can't show the names and numbers on the back of the jerseys.
Right.
Of the
They
players.
blurred out everything.
They blurred out everything.
They
Blurred
blurred
out
out
everything.
the arena name,
And they did-
background, the school, yeah.
They
Ken
probably-
Burns on the photo.
They probably had to
held it for
use-
way too long.
They probably had to use a
Doing
specific photo too, because
Yeah.
they probably had to like find the guy who took this.
Yeah.
We see you, Dairy Queen.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Yeah.
You guys want me to do another take? No, Derek, that's fine. One take's fine.
So awesome.
I was gonna say, you guys know I do Blizzy Sundays in the summer.
Blizzy boys.
Did we
Blizzy
know?
boys.
Did,
Get
did, we,
blizzed up.
did we know that?
Let's go get blizz.
I didn't have it written
Rock
down in
Blizz.
my Connor Griffin notebook.
Today's Blizzy weather.
It is Blizzy weather. today.
Blizzard about to hit the Chicago area.
That is true.
There's.
That I think that actually is happening Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Blizzard.
Not blizzard, but we're about to get tornadoed.
Oh shit. We have Blizzy Sundays if we wanted to
When
recreate
will it
that.
end, man? When will it end?
It's always something, ain't it?
This city, man.
Happy
Just-
tastes good.
Let's see. 76 degrees today, 69 tomorrow, 66 Sunday, 43 Monday. That means a cold front has come through. 39 on Tuesday. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Come
you,
on.
weather.
Come on, man.
Forget about it, cuz.
Yes, Connor?
Come on, weather.
Could I also throw out an underrated part of Cooper Flagg's appeal? Speaking,
Please do.
Because he's white.
No,
Please do.
no. Speaking of still shots and pictures, every single picture I see of Cooper Flagg on a basketball court, he just has like the coolest expressions. Whether it's him like yelling, or he's
that
got
seems
the-
to be a celebration.
or he's got the tongue out, or it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, every single picture I see of Cooper Flagg, he looks tough as fuck.
Are you sexualized him?
No,
Yeah, He
But-
loves to.
Yeah, like the photographers, they catch him at good moments. The good still shots of Cooper Flagg.
So
No,
he's
he's
photogenic.
He's a very intense guy, and it's hard to talk about him without hitting all the white basketball player stereotypes.
Right.
But they all apply to him, and the reason you love him is his motor, and he just fucking tries to block every shot, and he grabs every rebound and just puts his head down and pushes the tempo, and he's a very, very high IQ. What's funny? What happened?
He's watching the Dairy Queen stuff some more.
No. Cody.
There's another
happened?
ad for something that dropped today that has similar production quality.
Well, we're going to need to see that too. Is this a Cody joint?
Oh my God.
Why is he pre-wet? Why is he wearing his shirt?
He was wearing the shirt in the original video.
I'll say it.
How?
That's about all the Cody I can stand.
Yeah.
Is that a timeout?
No, that's merch promo.
I feel like that was a heat check though.
So
He's doing merch promo for the merch.
he and I were both here late last night until like 1:30 or something, and then we both came very close to like showtime today getting here. I was late getting here because I had to get some stuff done. I had to sleep in a little bit more. I think he was late getting here because he was just filming that video. If I had to guess, it probably took him a couple takes to get that video done, and that's why he was close to.
Can I go back to a sentence you said?
What?
You were late getting here because you had to get stuff done. You had to sleep in a little.
I had to sleep in a little and then get stuff done. Yes.
If you had to get stuff done, you shouldn't have slept in.
Well, I slept in a little bit because I got home late last night, and I would have been on zero.
It was a
energy.
late night.
It was.
Overtime.
I wish I could have.
Last game of the night goes to overtime.
I wish I could have swung by the Mark Titus show.
Which is we had 4 games on the slate, and 2 of them ended at like 1 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the saying is
Why did they do that?
we sleep in May. I literally can't sleep this month.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah, every day you come in and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I slept bad.
They at some point somebody in charge of college basketball, and maybe it needs to be me, somebody needs to understand that these games do not take 2 hours. That they took 2 hours 10 years ago. They took 2 hours forever. They do not take 2 hours. The Duke Arizona game took like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it didn't go to overtime. And they continue to schedule. But ESPN does it with their little blocks throughout the season, and it's like the Kentucky game tips off at 7, and then after that we got the Kansas game at 9.
Yeah.
And then the Kansas fans are like, well, fuck that. We're going to miss the first
10 minutes.
15 minutes of our game. I guess we'll just miss the whole first half, and because the first game will bleed over. And they're doing that with the NCAA tournament now too. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. We can tip a game off at 9. But the first game and the slate is always going to run a little long. So now the game that's supposed to tip off at 9 Eastern isn't tipping off till 9:30. And then that game's going to run long, and then now all of a sudden you got these kids playing at fucking 1 a.m. Doesn't make any sense.
No. These kids need to be in bed.
Doesn't make any sense. They were playing in Newark, New Jersey last night. It was like 12:30 local time, and they're still
And that town sucks.
finishing out that game. It was crazy. Maybe am I the only one?
It was.
Who feels me?
I got you.
Anybody else?
I got you. You're right.
Anybody else feeling me on that one?
What's code? What?
We got more mail.
Okay.
Is that from South Carolina or something, or Florida? Where's that from?
Greenwood, Indiana.
Oh.
Did you see what the fuck did you send in the chat email that Indiana is stealing land? Or
Yeah.
Illinois and Indiana gonna swap?
So yeah, this came. I guess this happened like 2 weeks ago. Chief blogged about it, but it didn't come on my radar until last night, and I thought maybe we should still discuss it because Titus is Mr. Indiana.
I am Mr. Indiana.
So this is the proposed
Zoom
trade.
in. Let me see who wins this trade. Let me see who fleeces who.
And I thought it was relevant because we did do land trades on this show.
All right, so
So it's this. Where's the original line? Like here?
Indiana keeps
What's that? It's that line right
Yeah,
there.
that line.
Indiana basically loses Fort Wayne, South Bend, and West Lafayette, and we gain
Nothing,
dude.
You just gain a bunch of corn.
We
A
gain
shit ton of
nothing.
corn.
We got to get.
You actually lose 800,000 people in this trade.
we
There's
get
no-
Carbondale
and
and fucking Belleville.
Now, I don't mind
what are
farmland.
you talking about?
Gonna
dude?
get some good deer hunting here. Gonna get some good corn. You're losing people. You're also losing the shitty part of your state, right?
Yeah, I mean, ever since Fort Wayne allowed Spies Fieldhouse to get rid of the basketball courts and install pickleball courts in their place, I get rid of Fort Wayne. You can fuck Fort Wayne. You can kick Fort Wayne out of here.
They did the thing that everyone's doing where they replaced iconic basketball courts.
Yeah, try to find that story, TJ. This was like 3 years ago, and I vomited into my toilet when I saw the news.
Disgusting.
Well, at least you had time to get to your toilet.
I vomited.
Anyone that is using a basketball
Spies
court,
Field, SPIECE.
anyone using a basketball court to play pickleball should be fucking shot.
Spies Fieldhouse is a legendary AAU
Indie Spies.
mecca,
I feel like
of the Midwest.
if a basketball court's all you got and there's a pickleball lines already drawn on it.
Spies Fieldhouse had like 1,000 basketball courts. If anybody who was anybody that could dribble a basketball and chew gum at the same time, I guess, played in here. It's an iconic place, and then they just decided, fuck it, let's just make them all pickleball courts.
Damn.
In 49 states, it's just pickleball, I guess.
They have more than enough basketball, so we thought this was a good.
Yeah,
It's one thing for pickleball to be taking space from tennis, like that's natural.
Yeah.
And you know, no, basketball is basketball.
This is a very massive trend. I remember in New York there was in West Village there are a set of courts that essentially got occupied by all the pickleballers, and you couldn't play basketball.
Got pickleballed.
Yeah, every Saturday would just be like 50 pickleball games where you just couldn't play basketball.
I like pickleball just fine, but like just make a pickleball court.
Right.
Well, you gotta,
We got especially in Indiana.
Yeah, in Indiana,
y'all
dude,
got land.
You can't have too many basketball courts in Indiana.
Y'all got room for pickleball courts.
The city of Fort Wayne allowing that to happen. Get out of here.
Fuck you, Fort Wayne.
Fuck you, Fort Wayne. Go to Illinois.
You know what I think of when you say the word
Illinois sucks. I would never live there.
When you say the word
get it out of there.
Fort Wayne, I think of Bernard Pollard's clip on Hard Knocks.
I'm not familiar with
It's
this.
Kansas City Chiefs, Hard Knocks. Bernard Pollard's playing for him, and there's a fight on the field, and then the announcer's like, but as always, the fights don't go into the locker room. It goes into the locker room, and they're having a dance contest, and Bernard Pollard's like, we have dancers in Fort Wayne. I assume he's from Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
And he just dances, and it's funny to me.
Really?
Yeah. And he pops his ass. He pops his ass real good.
I'm not familiar with this clip, but the way you described it, I mean, I don't think I even need to see it now.
No, I pretty much nailed it.
I think I pictured all of that in my head.
Although he did pop his ass real good. We got dancers in Fort Wayne.
That's how we do it in Fort Wayne.
There you go.
We got dancers. We got dancers in Fort Wayne. I'm about to show y'all.
Wait.
You had that, bro.
Wait.
What?
Oh.
Hold on. Wait.
What?
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Oh.
Wait. Oh!
Oh, I hate that.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's him.
That was
crazy.
And then there's
Run that back.
Hold on. He doesn't. He's not finished. He's not finished.
What the hell is going on?
Oh my God.
What's going on in Fort Wayne?
God
why
damn.
you throw it back like that?
And that's what I think of when I hear
That's
Fort Wayne.
Indiana.
We have dancers in Fort Wayne.
Happening in Fort Wayne.
That's Fort Wayne for you.
That was
Wow,
outrageous.
Brandon, that clip was committed to your memory.
Oh yeah, I love a good locker room clip from Hard Knocks.
Specifically, the ones where dudes are shaking ass.
That one always stood out to me because before that I think it's maybe Kyle Turley or I think it's Kyle Turley gets in a fight on the practice field and like a real fight, and they're really going at it, and the announcer always does it. He's like, but up next. The fight doesn't go into the locker room, and it goes to the locker room, and they're just fucking partying out in there. And that one was cut to where it was only Bernard Pollard. The 3 or 4 minute clip is like a bunch of them dancing. Yes, that is absolutely in my memory hole. I'm sorry, that is in my memory bank, and I will never get rid of it.
That's what's going on at Purdue, I guess.
We got dancers in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's
There
crazy.
you go.
I feel like y'all are sexualizing him, and that was just a good athletic dance.
No, I'm just well, it's a fair question. Am I a fan of Bernard Pollard, or do I just want to fuck him? It's a question you got to ask yourself.
I think we all
with every athlete you're a fan of.
Back to these states.
What, Connor?
Yes, Connor.
I don't ask myself that question, but then you guys put me in a situation where I have to answer.
You literally asked the question today.
Said it out loud.
None of us asked it.
Literally nobody said, are you a fan of her, or do you just want to have sex with her?
Mark, did you ask that question?
No, because
the question came up from your mouth.
Right.
You're the one that said that.
Because if I had just come out right and said, yes, I would fuck her, then you guys would have turned it into, oh, well, I guess you're not really a fan of her. And then I have to.
You have talked about her so much. We have never said.
Yeah.
We have never once asked you what your motivations were in liking her. Not once.
Okay. Well, she's a queen at getting double-doubles. And, yes, respectfully, I think she's very pretty.
All right.
That's all.
Bad trade for Indiana. That's my bad, stinky trade for Indiana. Although
I think it becomes
Indiana's getting rid of parts that
it's a much more rural state.
I think this is the equivalent of just like trading like bench pieces.
Yeah,
it's just like
it's almost trading draft picks.
Yeah, this is all the comments. Shams tweets this trade out, and all the replies are like, "You don't have to tweet out every trade." This doesn't count as a bomb. This doesn't shake up free agency.
Like, do you get one city over
Whatever.
20,000
Trade
people?
deadline.
I guess Carbondale's probably over.
It looks like you lose some talent but get cap space because you get massive land advantage now.
Yeah, and I think with the cap,
you're built for the
now,
future.
if you're telling me with the cap space we can sign Louisville.
Yeah,
sign Louisville in free agency. Now we're talking. I mean, we have something.
You got some developmental pieces here.
Yeah.
But they're raw as hell, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna
tanking for Greenland.
I don't know how you're gonna
tanking for Greenland.
I got a dumb guy question.
Yep.
States can just trade?
This isn't real, TJ.
This isn't real, TJ.
What?
This isn't happening.
It's like one of those things they put in the house to get a headline so schmucks like us talk about it.
It's some small town.
It won't go through.
I'm going to tell you what happened without knowing what happened. Without knowing the story, I'm going to tell you what happened. A bunch of rednecks in Southern Illinois are like, we hate those fucking libs in Chicago. We don't want to be in their state anymore. We should secede from Illinois. You know where we should go. We should go over to Indiana. And then there are probably people in like Fort Wayne, Indiana that are like, I hate this fucking backward state I live in. I would rather we be associated with Chicago. And then they probably called each other and were like, should we set up a trade? And then every other person that's like in charge of both of these states is just going to go, no. And then they're going to be like,
we
all
actually
right,
need the money from these big cities up north.
That's probably what happened.
I think people in Oregon are actually trying to do it, or at least they're online talking about it too. They want to go to Idaho.
Yeah.
Everybody like east of Eugene wants to go to Idaho. And I don't know if Washington's the same way, but
it's
whatever.
Conference realignment's getting out of control.
Conference realignment, yeah. It's
we should realign the states once every like 75 years or something.
Shake it up a little bit.
Just shake it up a little bit. What's the last thing we did? We added Hawaii, 60 years ago?
It was commonplace in this country to shake up the state lines for a very long time.
Let's shake up some
state
state lines.
We just stopped doing it. When's the last?
How would you draw that on a map? Would it be like a red line or something like that?
Nobody look it up. Nobody look it up. The last time a state border was changed.
Okay.
What year?
I mean,
not when a state was added. Not included added.
There's no way.
The last time a state border was tweaked.
I would say probably. It feels like it's in that Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico region. It's somewhere out west, right, where they were still figuring shit out up until like 1890.
I'm gonna say 1907.
I'm gonna say 1893.
1907.
I feel like Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah, like all the blocky states and the Dakotas, like they have not.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 1907.
Maybe I got 1893,
and I feel like it might be like Oklahoma's panhandle used to be like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then they like cut the tail off a little bit.
1938.
like that. Very minimal change, but the change happened nonetheless.
1921.
Not the easiest thing to Google, TJ.
There's a.
What do we got?
There's this Wikipedia page.
Territorial evolution of the United States. I like that. I like that.
Nice. That has like a run of all of the. If I go all the way to the bottom here.
Yeah, when's the last one?
Rhode Island.
2020.
Changed its name to the state of Rhode Island.
Well, that's not.
That's not what we're talking about.
All right.
Order was clarified. Moving 19 homes moved across the state line.
Wow.
That kind of counts.
Technically, that
2017?
That kind of counts.
That technically counts.
Imagine being in one of those 19 houses.
Yeah.
That would be a logistical nightmare. All your tax forms and shit have to.
All right. So the maritime border between the United States and
What the fuck is that?
that's not a thing. That's
There's no
island
way.
country.
They're all maritime.
They just made that one up.
Yeah.
6 islands along the Rio Grande were ceded from Texas to Mexico. We just
Mexico.
gave away land.
Supreme Court.
Oh, that we traded. 3 islands were traded to us. When's the last real one?
Land from New York, New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey had a
Maritime.
Ellis Island situation.
Yeah, that's Statue of Liberty in New Jersey.
Okay, so hold on. The Supreme Court ruled that extra land added to Ellis Island since the original island was officially granted to New York and Interstate Compact New Jersey. They belonged to New Jersey. So in 1998,
We got the Statue.
You
of
got
Liberty.
the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
I think that counts.
That counts, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were way off.
Is there like a sizable one though,
That's
where
all
like
merit.
Where an actual a map changed?
because like
Yeah.
these like a couple houses and then like
Yeah, you're right.
basically another
Alright,
big
well,
house.
these are no-
Most of these are in water. Wait, what's that one? Several parcels were exchanged between Texas and Mexico along the Rio Grande near Presidio and Hidalgo, Texas, including the Horsone Tract on which
Beaver
the Rio
Island. There you go, Connor.
Beaver Island near
Oh,
Roma,
yeah.
Texas. In addition,
Get me there.
823 acres. All right, keep going up.
1958.
Would you take a motorboat to Beaver Island?
Boy, Texas and Mexico are all the time.
Yeah.
So, trade partners.
1958 looks like Oregon and Washington might have did some dilly
1958.
oh, we're in 59
All
right,
right.
now.
Or Alaska.
59, Alaska.
Well, this is Hawaii and Alaska.
All
Okay,
right,
so
keep
58
going.
should be close.
Oh,
Oh.
We skipped 58.
Now,
I'm seeing a boundary change between Washington and Oregon to track a shifting river, the Columbia River.
I also saw this. What is this?
most recent.
That's just
There's a lot of Texas, Mexico.
Yeah, Rio Rico, Texas, and Mexico, which yeah, we were going more for like the state to state.
Where they had to
Yeah.
update textbooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I was going for that. Difficult thing to Google. As
Yeah.
it turns out.
And you did a piss poor job of it.
I think I did all right.
You did good.
Robin's here.
We got Venmo with us all throughout March. Much like Blutman being in this room, Venmo is with us all throughout March. Sign up for the Venmo debit card in seconds and add your card instantly to Apple Pay or Google Pay to use your balance right away with no monthly fee and no minimum balance requirement. Earn up to 5% cash back at top brands when you shop with the Venmo debit card. Whether you're splitting the bar tab or snacks for the watch party at home, use the Venmo debit card for the game day assist. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A., pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Dosh offer terms apply. Start spending your Venmo balance instantly with the Venmo debit card. Sign up today at venmo.com/card/apply. Blutman.
What you got on foot?
Blutman.
Socks I got for Christmas from family.
What is it?
Show them off.
Gnome thing.
Don't be afraid to
show
show
'em.
them.
Yeah,
Don't
what
be
it-
afraid to reveal them.
Santa gnome guy. I don't know.
Whoa.
Some days
When we've got big games.
you don't show up at all.
Yeah.
Some days you straggle in at like 11:28. And today, that door opened at precisely 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What thoughts? Why?
Because I have a love letter. Dear Caleb Love, thanks for the last 5 years. There were ups. There were downs. But you had an incredible impact on college basketball. Walk proud today, tomorrow, and forever. Sincerely, America.
Wow.
That was nice.
That was great.
Well done, Blubman.
Thank you.
From the
You
heart.
wrote that this morning?
Yep.
Wow.
On my walk here.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Can you-
Couldn't have been
Beautifully
said
said.
better.
Can you put that through
What
the
a-
Chat GPT auditor really quick? See if a robot wrote that, maybe.
Yeah.
What a
With ChatGPT heavy.
what a way to go out, Caleb Love. By the way, great game last night. 30. You can just
I don't know. You want me to do all of them?
you can just do them all. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
35?
35 points, dude. He played well. Thought he was gonna single-handedly bring Arizona back into the game.
He's going to have so many stories about Duke to tell his grandkids, and that's going to be it.
Yeah,
He probably has other stories.
pretty much it. He's like, I got 2 stories.
0%
It's 2 times I
AI.
played Duke. That's it. Baseball started yesterday.
Tyler O'Neill has hit a home run in 6 straight opening days.
That is actually bonkers.
That's
It's
crazy.
actually. What's the explanation for this? Somebody.
And he's a good hitter, right? But he's not Mark McGuire in his prime. He's not.
He looks like Mark McGuire in his
Oh,
prime.
he's jacked. Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
so does his dad. His dad looks jacked, too.
how many home runs does his dad got?
I don't know, probably like 500. He's probably in the 500 home run club. But there's no way to look up if he is, but he's
Right.
probably in the 500 home run club.
So there's guys that are in the 500 home run club, and there's guys who are probably in the 500
Yeah.
home run club. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like Steve Mihalik's probably in the 500
Probably,
home run
yeah.
club.
Yeah. No, New All Religions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler O'Neill, I guess it's just like chance, I guess. Or maybe he's like really good at leading up the one game plan of the year where like
He's good on like 5 months rest.
yeah. Don't give him a
If you
bye.
give him 5 months rest, he's the best
He's
baseball
like
player.
Andy
What if-
Reid off a
What if
bye.
that is it?
Yeah. he just needs.
Then they
He needs
shouldn't
5
play him the
months
rest of the
to-
season.
Imagine if you think you're going to the playoffs, like you identify earlier going to the playoffs, and you set him for October. You set him for the World Series, and he doesn't play from like May until October.
Only in an elimination game.
That he's ready. And he's
No,
gonna
I have not gone from I'm going to be chilled. It's baseball season to let's go win a fucking World Series faster. In
You
my
guys
entire life.
beat the shit out of the Blue Jays yesterday.
Well,
Everybody hit a home run, right?
I did find a stream
was the
eventually, and I
score?
was watching during our thing. We won 12-2.
Whew.
But
6 homers.
everybody hit a home run.
Yeah, Cedric
And-
Mullins had 2. Adley Rutschman had 2.
Is
Jordan
this
Westbrook,
the-
Mississippi State had 1.
Is this the Adley breakout? I know he's been pretty good, but is this the
So up until June 27th of last year, Adley Rutschman was basically having like an MVP level season for a catcher at least. He was had like an 840 OPS, was awesome defensively. Took a foul ball off the hand and immediately turned into the worst player in baseball. Like he had like a, OPS plus obviously 100 is league average. He was a 25.
Yeah.
Which is horrific. I think he got healthy and he is going to be the all-world player that he was hyped up to be all year, I think.
When they age 2 more years, do they just become the core, or do we call it the veteran core? What are we going to do?
I'm actually going to need your guys' help on this because the Orioles still have their young core, essentially. There is a young core of hitters. Our pitching staff is ancient as fuck, and we need a name for
Ancient as fuck.
How about
That's the name.
How about the old
Fuck,
pitchers?
The old pitchers. I think the young core name sticks around even as they age.
I like that.
I think it's like Little Bow Wow and Little Wayne and
Yeah.
That's just who you are. You're the young core, even though you're all 35 years old. You're still the young core.
Even when they retire.
Yeah, even when they're on different teams.
Yeah.
When they're making speeches at everybody's retirement ceremony, ladies and gentlemen,
they're in their
young core.
70s. They bring them back to the field to honor them, and they introduce them. Yeah.
Kyle Stowers, young core member who is no longer on the team, had a walk-off hit yesterday.
All right, well, I'm going to draw the line there. You
Couch
can't be a young core guy if you're not on the team anymore.
He's family.
But he's
But they didn't view him as part of the core.
Bro, that's your nephew.
Oh, it's
that's your
family.
nephew, dog.
It is family. He's
Come on,
family.
bruh.
He's part of us, but he's not part of their young core because they traded him.
Kyle Stowers going to
Part of our young core.
Yeah, he's our young core.
Maybe the young core was the memories we made along the way.
Yeah, journey, not the journey is the destiny. What is it? The journey is the destiny.
Oh, the action is the juice.
If you work to live, you don't live.
By the way, Blutman, I have to
talent.
I have to defend you so no one thinks you're insane for writing a Caleb Love poem because we didn't actually reference what that was. That was a John Rothstein tweet. Lest anybody at home watching.
One of the all-time tweets.
I wanted to bring a conclusion to that.
I'm sorry. Did he write a poem or write a letter to him?
John Rothstein tweeted this?
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, so
When
there you go. Though that's the reason we got.
Was that last night?
I didn't want anybody at home to watch this and be like, that was kind of insane from Blutman to just come in and read a love letter to Caleb Love.
I didn't mind it being a standalone love letter from Blutman either.
I almost copy and paste it and just change it to Caleb Love to Connor Griffin and then college basketball to sports, but then it would have seemed like he got fired or something, and that wouldn't have been good.
Oh my God.
How many sentences are in that? Or are those commas?
Those are periods.
How many separate sentences are in that?
Dear Caleb Love.
Thanks for the last 5 years. That's one.
But
there were ups.
2.
There were downs. But you had an incredible. Connor, why don't you read it dramatically? Do a dramatic reading of the John Rothstein Caleb Love tweet.
And when he says dramatic, I think
Make it as dramatic as possible.
I mean fucking dramatic.
Okay, let me try and get into character.
Get where you need to get.
Yeah.
You need somebody to kick you in the balls?
Possibly. You want me to cry?
Yes.
If you could cry, it would be needed right now, yes.
Okay. Hold on. Can we put the tweet back up, TJ?
I'm pre-opening, so when I do the opening, I just slide them all out.
Smart.
You get the mic a little closer to it?
Do you need some...
Got you.
Pre-opening. There we go.
Here we go.
Dear Caleb Love.
Piano music?
Yeah, is there...
Nope, that's not the wrong.
Sorry.
It's not the right vibe. Reset.
I just feel like we need piano music.
I'll give TJ time to find it as I talk about NASCAR. Watch live or be there in person for heart-pounding NASCAR action. Tune in or get tickets for non-stop NASCAR action. It is going on all spring, all summer. It is. You can get your tickets now and experience heart-pounding NASCAR action live at the track. Tune in live for all the racing action, entertainment, and excitement. Watch every moment live on TV and don't miss a second of NASCAR, one of the great American institutions we have. Catch all the action on TV or feel the thrill in person. Secure your NASCAR seat today at NASCAR.com and feel the excitement. And there is nothing like going to a NASCAR race. It is fun to watch, but it's something you got to feel. Get out to the track. Feel those cars go by. Feel it in your bones. Go do that this summer. Go figure out when NASCAR's coming to a track near you. Go see some NASCAR. All right, we ready?
I got to agree that NASCAR in person is a game-changing experience. Whoa!
Christopher Bell is rolling this season, right?
Yeah.
He's won like every race. He's Scotty Scheffler, or Scotty Scheffler of NASCAR.
That's what they're saying.
Low-key.
Scotty Scheffler of NASCAR. All right, here we go. This is the Connor Griffin dramatic reading.
Yeah, this is it.
Of John Rothstein's Caleb Love tweet from last night.
Dear Caleb Love, thanks for the last 5 years. There were ups. There were downs. But my God, you had an incredible impact on college basketball. Walk proud, my friend. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Sincerely, America. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't cry. That was too short of a thing to get the tears up.
And that's what it's all about, really, is right there. I mean, I think that's why we do it. That's why we get into this business for moments like that. I think a lot of people focus on the championships won. They focus on the triumphs, but it's the stories and the people that keep me getting up every morning. And you did a damn good job, Connor, capturing that emotion. You did a damn good job.
Yeah, this is nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
When. Yeah.
He's got a fucking clone on?
Yeah. He's going somewhere after this show, and he's just absolutely destroying pussy.
The chain is popped.
He is.
That's not your normal cologne. That's your fucking cologne.
I'm glad you noticed. Yes, it is. There is a.
You're locked and loaded, huh?
There's a fucking cologne, and then there's just an everyday.
Yeah, there's an everyday cologne.
And this is the
fucking cologne.
Well, I got to be honest, Connor. I'd also like a hug.
Get in there, Brandon. Get in there. Take a whiff. It'll find its way to you. You don't have to go searching too hard, but like make sure. Yeah.
Did you just tippy toe?
Yeah, he's got the fucking cologne on, right?
Connor, you just tippy toe?
I was trying to get a better angle of his neck so I could smell what he smelled like.
What does he smell like?
He smells pretty fresh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese and beef.
You smell clean as fuck too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, big day for you, huh?
Possibly.
All right.
You never know what the day entails.
We were briefly talking about baseball, and I wanted to do one baseball thing, and then we can open stuff. I saw this video, and I mentioned it to you this morning, and it was something that you hadn't seen or aren't aware of, or maybe you need to be reminded of it. Michael Morse hit a home run one time without a bat.
Okay.
Michael Morse hit a home run without a bat. You've seen this, Blubman?
Of course.
22. You know about this?
Why do I not remember this?
Michael Morse very famously walked up to what song, Brandon?
I don't know.
Take on Me.
Well, let's find it.
He was an AWL.
Yeah.
How about that?
I think in 2013 he was an AWL. Which
no
is
shit.
Really
Wow.
early time to be.
Wow.
Maybe the first AWL.
Wow.
Well, that didn't exist then, did it?
Wow. This is just to get you in the bed. What do you think about that?
Have I never
What do you think about that? They made him go back and fake swing.
That's in a classic for compilations that are like MLB moments, but everyone gets weirder than the last one.
Yeah.
Which is like a great algo pull.
Grand slam without a bat. So baseball's here.
The umps had to be trolling a bit.
They had to be. They didn't have to go through all that.
That was like before modern replay has gotten to where it is
Ish,
now.
yeah.
So like,
yeah. In the early stages of what it would eventually become.
I think the first year they had replay, the A-Rod very famously hit a home run off of a camera that was overhanging the wall, and it was the replay camera. So they couldn't get a fair replay of the replay.
Wow. Wow.
You could win $500 every round just by watching at Twin Peaks. That's $1,000 every weekend of the tournament. Entry is easy. Just go watch the games at your local Twin Peaks, then celebrate every victory with a 29-degree draft. Tune in for the tournament at Twin Peaks for your chance to win $500 every round. Now, all right. Unfortunately, I messed up yesterday, and I had packages under my table.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike you have a fridge, a 3-bedroom apartment.
Right. I keep it in
a Winnebago.
I keep it pretty tidy under here. Yeah.
You have is there a bowling alley under there?
There is.
Cody's under there too.
Cody actually lives under here as well. And, it's a whole
All right.
Name an item. See if I have it on here. Connor, go. Just any item. Any item in the world.
Pineapple.
No, I don't. Okay, Brandon, you were saying?
Connor fucked that up, huh?
Yeah, kind of. You could have named anything.
All right. So, the wedding invitation is what I hold in my hand, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So are we doing it, or
I think, we're doing it.
or has it been pulled? Okay.
We're doing it.
So I have this from an envelope from Garrett. Garrett. This says "Read me." All right. So I guess I'm going to read it before. Did that mean read silently or read out? God Almighty Jesus!
Oh Lord.
Read me.
All right. Happy opening day. I'm very happy to be writing this to you. I'm proud of myself for even figuring this out. This has to be a woman because it is beautiful, beautiful handwriting. As I feel I already know all of you, my name is Liv. Hey, girl.
What's up, Liv?
And my husband, Garrett, is a diehard fan. There's not a day he misses a show, evident to me by the random, sometimes alarming laughs I hear from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This show has helped him through a lot over the last... Okay. Do I want to read all this? I guess...
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to read it.
We're in it. Yeah.
The show has helped him through
it.
a lot over the last 6 months. We had to postpone our original September 2024 wedding date because his father passed away unexpectedly. Sorry for your loss, Garrett. I was simultaneously in the hospital, and he also just lost his 44-year-old cousin who was truly a brother to him. To say it's tough would be an understatement. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Garrett.
my God. Why are you reading this, Brandon?
Every day I hear another anecdote from the show, and I've started listening. I'm a cool wife to understand all his references more. LOL. I also frequently steal his football sweatshirt. By the way, my mom immediately pointed out that it was spelled wrong. He has no idea that I'm writing this. What was that under there?
Connor, proof you could have literally said anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked that up. I fucked that up.
Could have said anything, Connor.
He has no idea I'm writing this, but I thought it was a great opportunity to say thank you and officially invite you to our wedding. I know Connor and Blutman have attended one in the past, so I figure why not? It's in this state, and Garrett's family is from upstate New York. He would die for Josh Allen. Shout out Cody. I'm done now. Hope to see you all there. And that is from Liv and this very tasteful wedding invitation. I will not show it because it has their full names, but it is a wedding invitation.
Time of year? Well, the time. Just put it this way.
It's very, very, very.
Is it a doable time of year?
It's within it. It's next. It's in 2 Saturdays.
So that would be
April 12th.
Well, that's doable.
Okay.
What location generally?
Is this
drivable?
Is this long drive?
Said it was in the States.
It's an easy flight. A couple of you make this flight pretty much every weekend.
Oh, it's
Right.
that's where the upstate.
DJ, you're probably going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go. It is. It's in a.
Looks like
It's in the New York area, and that's a big area. So I'll just say that.
I thought you meant that it was in Illinois because they were from it. Oh, but I got you. Oh, well, okay.
Connor, are you going?
I'll check my calendar, but I don't think I have anything going on. I would love to. Yeah.
All right. Well, Liv and Garrett, we will put our best effort forward and try to make this this wedding, and we appreciate it. And I will. I don't know how to display it because it shows your names, so I'll just figure out that in a minute.
If they're watching, DM me or something.
And Liv, thank you for that very, very heartfelt note. That was very nice of you to say all the good things about us, and congratulations to you for getting married.
Liv is a hot girl name, right?
Liv is a very
it's
hot,
a hot
girl
girl
name.
Liv is
ridiculously hot girl
Dude,
name.
Connor, you should go to the wedding and break it up.
No.
That's what I would do. Because I bet Liv is a smoke.
I'll dance with some moms.
I bet Liv is a smoke. Find Liv's mom.
Find Liv's. Get in with the mom.
I want to get in with Liv's mom.
I feel like we, not that I'm complaining, because I do like it. This is coming from Diane Wall. So shout out. We actually needed another one because I don't know what happened to the other.
Oh, wow.
We have a
How
Mr.
about
Ed
that? Yeah.
wall clock, and it will go straight on the wall. Thank you very much to Diane. I apologize. We did have the clock before. Did I give it away at one of the live shows?
Yeah.
I think you did.
I did, and now we have a new one. That one was broken anyway. So this is great.
There's
Thank you very
decent
much.
Chance that's the same one. And
No, this one
send it
seems
back
to be
in.
brand ass new.
Okay.
Although
What if it? What? Yeah.
she showed up to the live show, didn't know what it was.
She caught it and then was like, "I'm gonna send this back to them. I don't want this."
All right. As we move on, and again, I apologize. I should have seen all.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh!
Mark.
Oh!
Mark.
What the fuck?
Mark.
Oh, let's go. Go dogs.
There's your stickers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Woof, woof.
Dude, I love this.
No note in here that I see. No, there is a note. There is a note. So, happy opening day. Longtime watcher, first-time sender. Grew up in Brownsburg, tried to find some Bulldog stuff to send and came across this flag. The store said they only made 5. Bought the last 2 they had. No idea where the others are. Also threw in some random jerseys I found. Love the show. Family. Tyler Lakes. Thank you. So, here's a couple jerseys that Tyler sent in. This is a, I'm going to guess I get both these jerseys because they're 3XL. This is a Rodrigo Blankenship Colts jersey.
Nice.
That is fucking incredible. And we have a Texas jersey, a Sam Ellinger Texas Longhorns jersey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can't be a whole lot of them floating around.
He's a Colt, right?
Also 3X. So
you're thinking of McCoy. That's the quarterback you're thinking of at Texas. He was there a little bit before.
Vince Young. Or...
Moving very quickly through this because
we have a massive box of like communal jerseys behind me now too. Like think of the biggest box ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Opening day. Could a horse play golf? No. That's the only note I have. How did Mr. Ed never play golf?
He may have.
Got a chip in there, my custom golf ball, so that's probably this guy's business. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and thank you very much, are these golf ball markers? Are these tiny, mostly sports themed golf ball markers? Which camera you want?
Mine. Yep.
Wow.
That's mostly sports with Mr. Ed right there. These are fucking fantastic. Thank you very much.
I heard there's more boxes.
I mean,
he's right.
He is right. He is right. There are more boxes.
I've already opened that one. That one's. Or you can open it, but that. I guess.
There's another one over here too, Big Cat. If you want to feel this.
Is there another one over there?
There's yeah.
I think this one. I think I want this one.
All right. Yeah.
And you have to love it.
I'm going to.
You have to love it.
As much as I love the Steve. Problem is, here's the issue, guys. I love the Steve Nash poster so much. I don't know if I have any more love in my heart.
It's gonna be tough.
So I gotta find it somewhere. What is this?
So it's gonna be the most heartfelt thing sent to me in all time, I would assume, or not.
Caution easily stimulated. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you love it?
I fucking love it. Thank you. No name on it. No name on it. Oh my God. This, you know what this is? This is perfect because I'm gonna actually put it on a chain.
And wear it around?
No, I'm gonna put it on every time I look at my Steve Nash poster.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm
perfectly.
yeah. Man, I
that's
love opening day.
This is supposed to be our thing, and Big Cat comes out the
Gets
big
the best
winner.
stuff.
How does he get the best stuff? That's crazy.
Don't forget to wear your Dak Prescott jersey.
My Dak Prescott jersey. Yes.
I've already bought one on eBay. Connor.
Yeah.
How much did you want that sign?
I would have enjoyed it for sure, but Big Cat's the boss, so if he wants it, he can take it.
Dear Mostly Sports, we are huge fans of the show. After following Titus to Barstool, we've listened to every episode, and you are family. Our wedding guest list last year could unfortunately not accommodate the Reading Crashers. I forgot we called you that. The Reading Crashers. So we were thrilled to meet Blutman and Indian Wells and talk ball with them. They say never meet your heroes, but he couldn't have been nicer. Here's a keepsake from this incredible meeting. Family, Nicolette and Tom. Am I about to open a picture of Blutman? What am I about to open a picture?
Wait a second.
Are we getting a second Blutman picture?
There's no way. No way.
A second Blutman picture has hit the studio.
This is Blutman with the fans.
That's awesome.
Look at Blutman out with the people. You want this, Liam?
No.
Stars?
We need a Blutman section.
We gotta have a Blutman.
We gotta have a Blutman section.
The concept of framing a selfie and then shipping it to the person is hilarious.
He was shaking hands, kissing babies at Indian Wells.
You can either do below the other Blutman. There's other hooks.
We'll just also
right here.
Right here, Mark.
I got one.
We could just move the drawing too,
Yeah.
and just have that be the Blutman section.
That is so funny.
Just put it like right here.
Framing a selfie and sending it back to the person you took it with.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa.
You knew that was coming, Blutman?
No
Like, as he
idea.
was reading the note, do you remember these people
I
that you
remember.
met and stuff?
Yes, I do.
Were they nice to you?
Yeah.
You had a good time? Did you have a
I
good
met
conversation?
multiple people there. We had good
really?
convos, good talks. Then they all ended it with family.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God Big Cat didn't take this. The Warren Moon signed jersey. Can you recognize that signature?
I'll be goddamn. Is that?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is that John Rahm?
John Rahm.
Signing the-
That's awesome.
That is an amazing piece. Thank you very much.
What size is it?
XL, but it's signed. It's it's going to a frame. It's not. You don't wear that one.
Oh, your camera. Oh, that's back.
Huh?
Camera froze for a
Rahm.
sec. Uh-oh.
Two more, boys. Two more.
Two more.
I got a gift from Connor too.
Oh shit.
Wow, big note here.
There's nothing to him.
What?
Do you think John Rahm's watching right now?
What?
He does normally.
April 7th, 1994, Michael Jordan's first professional game, Windy City Classic exhibition game between the Chicago White Sox and Cubs. So that's that's telling me what's in here.
There's a picture of Jordan playing baseball?
Yeah. It's a picture of Jordan playing at Wrigley Field.
Oh!
Which I
That's pretty sick.
don't know that I ever knew Jordan played
I
at
didn't
Wrigley
know that
Field.
either.
All right.
Jordan was the better baseball player than he gets credit for.
Yeah, he hit
He was a better
2 or something with
Yeah,
3 home
everyone
runs.
treats it like he just was fucking dog shit. And,
Right.
You know, he wasn't obviously MLB caliber, but like for a guy to not touch a baseball for
Yeah.
that long and then
He hit
just
3
step
home
in
runs.
I think Tim Tebow
I was-
too, in the minor leagues was much better than people want to give him credit for.
I saw him play
Yeah.
in person. I think he hit a triple. He was on the same AA team as Pete Alonso, and I like the crowds Tim Tebow drew on the road in the minor leagues were unbelievable. He sold out every game on the road his AA year, and people came for him to like bless babies.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like people came to like worship. It was insane.
I was gonna ask who was the better
stand-up triple,
baseball
perhaps?
player, Tim Tebow or Michael Jordan?
Tebow.
It's one of the great
Tim
debates.
Tebow hit 273 at AA.
Yeah, Tim Tebow.
774
I saw him play
OPS.
for the Binghamton Speedies against the Trenton Pork Roll. It was a sandwich themed night. A Speedy is a kebab on a roll.
This is from Crystal. It says for baby Titus. And it's or is it for eating?
That's what I think
Aww.
that's
Mm.
it's fucking adorable.
You do a Wally?
Wow. It was better the first time.
Do Eva. You can do Eva. You do a good Eva.
We do need an Eva. What noise did Eva make?
I don't know. I only know. Wow.
Is this E?
Wally says Eva.
Eva.
Oh, Eva doesn't talk.
You might like maybe.
She beep
Beep
boop.
boop bop bop.
No, that you're thinking of
Rocksteady and beat.
R2.
3PO.
What's R2-3PO?
R2-3PO.
Yeah, R2-3PO from Star Wars.
Hit a big 3 in one game,
Beep,
cut the
beep,
lead to
beep,
40.
Yeah.
Or 3PO.
Dear R3PO.
Uh huh. Go on. Sign the galaxy.
Thank you for everything. Today, tomorrow, forever.
Do the last 2 ads. Please.
Icon Pass. Here's to getting more of what's good in life, more days on the mountain, more chairlift laughs, more joy. The 25-26 Icon Pass is on sale now, unlocking more than 60 destinations worldwide. For a limited time, get the lowest prices of the season starting at just $259 for adults and claim your season from as low as $0 down and 0% APR. For those that want even more joy for less, families save up to $200 on child passes, and renewing pass holders save up to $100. More adventure, more savings, more of everything that makes winter great. Grab your season of joy now at iconpass.com. That's icon with a K, I-K-O-N, pass.com.
Another thing you can do as this winter winds down. I've been asked to read this for the first time live on air. Another reality show, just what the world needed. That's just great. That's just fantastic. Another reality show. That's right, though. Jake and Logan Paul, the internet's most wildly adored brothers, have somehow convinced Max to give them a whole-ass reality series. It's called Paul American, and its new episodes stream Thursdays. Do you want to watch it? Probably not. But will you? Maybe. Of course you will. Love them or hate them, the Paul brothers have spent the last decade enduring a never-ending car crash. They made sure you cannot look away. They fought YouTubers, actual fighters. Did I say YouTubers? YouTubers. They fought YouTubers, actual fighters. They fought common sense, and somehow they're winning. Now they're inviting you inside their chaotic world. Witness a baby birth, championship fights, family drama, and the absolute legal gray area that is the Paul family existence. All in one place. There's even personal growth, allegedly. So if you've ever thought, I wonder what happens when the Kardashians drink a case of hard seltzers and start suplexing each other, congratulations. This is your show. Paul American, streaming Thursdays exclusively on Max.
Not to, right after you get done reading that ad, speak about the competition of the ad, but we were watching, I don't think they compete, whatever. It was the fucking Temptation Island. Is that the show?
Yeah.
So the Por Favor Montoya was Temptation Island, Spain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one in America.
Mm-hmm.
Hosted by the other Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yes.
Am I understanding this all correctly?
Mark L. Wahlberg?
I just found out that person existed when I watched the show, and I love him.
So the other night,
He's good.
morbid curiosity. Like the premise is insane, and it doesn't make sense to me that this could actually be a show, and that couples go to the island and they both want to have sex with other people, but when they're sitting next to each other, they're like, I'm committed to this relationship. You know, the whole thing is crazy. The only reason I bring it up is because the wife and I throw it on, you know, on Tuesday night or something. There's no basketball, and it's a big deep breath, so let's pivot away from sports. Let's watch something.
Yeah.
Let's give this a try. We know it's going to be trash. We know it's going to be.
Turn our brains off.
Let's just turn our brains off and let's laugh at the absurdity, because this is more of a comedy than it is like, you know, people trying to find love or figure out their relationship or whatever, right? They bring out the studs, I guess, the men and women who are going to try to bang everybody, right? And all these people are introducing themselves, and there's like a guy, and he's like, I'm a personal trainer, and I can't wait to stretch your girl out, you know, and like these like cheeky little lines, and then the men are like, come on, bro, no, you can't be doing that, you know, and like that's how this introduction is going. I'm a cardiologist. I'm gonna get your girl's heart racing, you know, some shit like that. One of these girls comes out. Give me a name, Connor, because I don't want anybody to think that I chose the name, you know.
Yeah.
Stacy.
All right, so we'll use Stacy. Just Stacy. She comes out and she's like, I'm Stacy, and my guilty pleasure is sucking dick. And she says it that point blank, and I was laid down on my couch, and I literally just go, I go, you can say that? And
yeah, man.
Hold on, we got a bite.
We
got some.
It was insane.
Wake up, boys.
It was. I realized I've been out of the reality television game for a while, because like, yeah, my familiarity with these shows is what the other contestants were doing is like, I can't wait to, you know, stretch your woman out. And
something a little corny.
Like, ooh, and this woman just says verbatim, my guilty pleasure is sucking dick. Yeah. And then they're like, all right, good to meet you. It's like, all right, bye. I'll be over here. And I don't know if we're going to finish the show. I think that's all I needed. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. And I've had this bouncing around in my brain. She's living rent free in my head that this woman is just like, my guilty pleasure, sucking dick.
Yeah.
My guilty pleasure, I eat a little too much chocolate on weeknights.
Sucking dick.
Mine is sucking dick.
NBA news.
Anyway,
what is it?
Grizzlies fired head coach Taylor Jenkins, or I guess parted ways. I never know how to read that.
Aren't they?
They're the 3 seed.
They're my waffle team.
Really?
Why?
They're the 3 seed in the West.
And there's 9 games to go before the playoffs.
Oh, he must have put it in somewhere it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
He had to.
Let me read the tone of this. I'm genuinely appreciative of Taylor's contributions to his team and the city over the past 6 seasons, said GM Zach Kleiman. This was a difficult decision given the consistent intangible development of our players and overall success under Taylor's leadership. I wish Taylor the very best going forward.
Yeah, he stuck it somewhere.
Something happened.
Yeah, something had to.
We go into the weekend with this. I'll leave you with this DM I just received. This is an existential question that I'd like the answer on Monday. So marinate on this for 48 hours. Would you rather fuck a cow and no one ever finds out about it, or you actually don't fuck a cow but everyone in the world thinks you did? Thank you for that question.
I need the whole weekend to think about that. I can't answer that now.
Yeah. I got to go at least look at cows to see how sexually aroused I get.
Connor, here's my gift.
Oh, thank you, TJ.
Here, TJ.
Oh shit!
Oh
no way, TJ!
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it
Finally, The Rock has come back to State College, Pennsylvania.
yeah, that kind of.
Why did you say it like that?
Because it's State College. This is where I went to
takes
school.
the air out of the balloon, doesn't it?
Thank
Right.
you,
Finally, The Rock has come
You could have
back
finished it like you started it.
Finally, The Rock has come back to State College.
Didn't that feel better?
That did. Thank you, TJ.
You
You're
don't
the
like
best.
that one I got you.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's the
second one? It's the same one.
I accidentally bid on 2 eBay auctions and won both of them, so I got you 2 right.
TJ, you are the man. I love you. Thank you so much.
All right, that's the show. Everybody have a great weekend. See you Monday.
That's how ball is done. Thank you, Buttman.
Family, 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 family.